Hey everybody, welcome to the new Scarlet Reviews. Welcome to tuning in. If you guys want to see me talk about a new series, please stay tuned. Alright, so this is the Nancy Drew series that I will be talking about. It just started yesterday, which was Wednesday, and it comes on, it's channel 11 here in Jersey, but it's the CW, or used to be called the WB back in the day, it's a CW or whatever the case is. So it comes on like basic channel, okay, and it comes on after Riverdale. All right, so I mean to mix shows in, but to those of you that watch Riverdale, then you know. So Nancy Drew, if you guys remember from back in the day when Nancy Drew, the books, did y'all read the Nancy Drew books? I used to read them back in the day when I was younger. It was the mystery books that Nancy Drew had out, and she was basically the type of girl to, you know, solve the mysteries and things of that sort, and whatever the case is. So this is basically what it is, but it's basically like real life, whatever the case is. So this is the first episode, and it is scary. Okay, I was scared when I was watching it. I was like, okay, I should watch this in the daytime, but it comes on at 9 o'clock. So I watched it, and it comes on Wednesdays. Okay, so yesterday was the kickoff. It was the series premiere. And yesterday was the pilot, so this is season 1, episode 1. Okay, all right, so we're gonna get into it. I have enough. I got it. All right, so yes, and this is Halloween edition. Okay, Halloween edition. I just did a tutorial. Hey, shameless plug out here. All right, and I had to. I'm not taking this off. Okay, so you will see this here. You will see everything going on in Halloween in the background. So yeah, so do not judge me. Okay, okay. All right, so okay, so it starts off with okay, Nancy getting it in with some dude. Okay, that's how it start off. Okay, that's how it is. Okay. All right, and so then she basically was working at this restaurant called The Claw, and the guy that she is messing with, or whatever the case is, he works in the area. He works in the repair shop. So she went from there to go to the Claw where she works. Okay. All right, so yeah, so she was late for work or whatever, and her manager is, I believe her name is George. She was a former classmate, and Nancy, she talks like in her head. You know, you hear her talking in her head, like saying stuff. So that's what it basically is too. George is her manager, is a former classmate. And she doesn't really like her, and she works as a waitress. Nancy works as a waitress, and Ace also works there, and this girl, I think her name is Marvina. Yeah, her name is Marvina, I believe. And Ace works there as well. And Nancy does not like her job. Obviously, you'll see she doesn't really care about it. Marvina is from out of town, and she basically was trying to tell them, you know, about a salad fork and a regular fork. And George was like, no, just give them one fork, you know, getting all mad. So whatever the case is. So yeah, so I put that in there because there's a relevance in it. Let's see. Mr. Claw came in there after Ryan said they were closed. So it's this guy. What? I don't know if his name is Mr. Claw, but it's this guy came in. Oh, Ryan Hudson. Okay, Ryan Hudson. His wife Tiffany Hudson is outside. Okay, this is how it starts. Okay, it gets right into it. Okay, it gets right. I like how it gets right into it. Okay. Okay, so they come in after they was closed, so they was like she still let them in anyway. So just peep that, okay? George let them in. George said to let them in. Ryan Hudson, Tiffany Hudson. Okay. All right. So anyway, so he said to bring something to his wife. His wife was outside. She wanted to eat outside. Okay, it's weird. Okay. All right, so the manager said, so they was having like I guess a business meeting, whatever like that. So he basically was telling Nancy like what she likes with her food or without the bun and all this other crazy stuff, whatever the case is. So Nancy went to go bring it out to her. And there was a part because her mom had died. Okay, her mom had died a while ago. I don't know if it was too far ago. I forgot, too long ago. I don't know. But she usually record the fireworks or whatever the case is. So just remember, her phone was supposed to be recording. Okay, she put it in the windowsill. This was earlier, so I forgot about that part. So yeah, I just remembered that. I don't think I put it in my notes. I think I did, but I probably read over it. All right, so remember that, okay? So anyway, so fast forward. She went to go bring her, bring Ryan's wife, Tiffany Hudson, something to eat. Okay, so she said she wanted something else, okay? And so then Nancy was like, all right. So Nancy had went to go get something, and while Tiffany was eating the food, okay? So, yeah. So anyway, so next thing you know, the lights had went out, whatever the case is, as as Nancy was pouring the Chardonnay, and she was like, oh, is there any more Chardonnay? And so then Ace was like, oh, I was bored, I drank all of it. So Marvina went downstairs, okay, to go check for something, whatever like that. And that's when the lights went out, okay? And so I think that's what it was. Yeah, that's what happened. And so then next thing you know, Ryan's wife was gone, okay? So they looked out there, and lo and behold, Ryan's wife, Tiffany Hudson, was on the floor dead. And guess who found her? Nancy Drew. Okay, because Nancy went to go back out there to see, whatever the case is. Okay. Okay. So, so the cops came. Okay, I didn't see nobody call the cops. I didn't see nobody call the cops. So the cops came, okay? Maybe they called, I don't know when they called the cops. Somebody tell me, because I didn't see that. But anyway, I was like, how did he just instantly come just out of nowhere, out of coincidence? But anyway, so the cops came, but, the manager said, let me see. Okay, so they asking everybody questions. So basically, they was asking, what's going on, this, that, and the third. Nancy said what she was doing. She was going and bringing the food and stuff like that. Nick, whom is Nancy's lover boy, or whatever the case is, he said where he was, and everybody was saying where they were. So they became the suspects except for Ace, because the cops said Ace had an alibi. Okay, I forgot what Ace said that made it that he had an alibi. I totally forgot. So, because Ace said he had to go deliver something to somebody, and yeah, and so I guess that was the alibi, and he said everybody else is suspect. So Marvina, George, and Nancy, and I think Nick had to go down, of course, because Nick, I believe Nick is black. Okay. Anyway, so he had to go to the thing. So Tiffany Hudson is dead. Okay, so we already established that. Okay. All right, so Nancy said that her fingerprints was on the plate, okay, because, she went to go give her the food or whatever the case is. So Nancy Drew is basically saying if she was to do this, because the way I was seeing it, I guess she kind of retired from doing that because of her mom passing. So it's been a little difficult to try to get into something. To get, back into the groove of what she was doing before. So she was saying, you have to look into the husband first. And that's basically what it is. When a husband and wife, you look into the husband first, he's basically the suspect, so, but anyway. So the detective said we have to solve this case fast. Like, why? I saw it fast for. But anyway. So Nancy said the ring was gone. She noticed the ring was gone. She noticed she had the ring on, and then she noticed it was gone when she was dead, or whatever the case is. So let's listen to this. Okay, the ring was gone. Okay, this is going to be of relevance. Okay, all right. So let's see. The police said you are a suspect, and so are your friends. And Nancy was like, those are not my friends. Those are my coworkers, or something she said. Okay. So yeah, we said Nancy's mom died, whatever the case is, so she's still grieving over that. Nancy had an argument with her dad. Her dad said, let me drive you home, and she said no, or whatever the case is. So Nancy walks home by herself, and some eerie stuff started going on and stuff like that. I don't really want to talk about it because it's, so, I had to turn away, So yeah, so it was some eerie stuff going on, so she basically, it was something going on, like, it was like, oh, look at this. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm sorry, I got the cobwebs back here. All right, so, yeah, it was like something was happening. Uh-oh. Like with this camera, something's happening. Okay. All right, so it was like something was happening, okay? All right, so she tried to record the fireworks, but, she wasn't able to record the fireworks. So she was basically talking like to her mom, saying, you know, I didn't get to record the fireworks, but she was talking in her head, but I recorded this. So she had recorded, like I said, she recorded, you know, what happened to Tiffany Hudson, you know, the lady that passed, Ryan's wife. But it didn't really show. It looked like a black cloud out here. So it was like a ghost killed her, or whatever the case is. So I don't know what's going on here. So we're just gonna try to figure this out. Okay. All right. So she tried to record fireworks. Okay. So Lucy Sable is the ghost name. Okay. So everybody knows about this ghost apparently, I guess. They are saying the ghost got Tiffany Hudson. So this is what they are saying. Okay. Nancy's not saying this. This is what the other people are saying. So Nancy starts by asking questions. So she was just basically saying if she was to do this, she was like, did they sleep in separate beds? Talking about the husband. She was talking amongst the her co-workers, I guess Nick, Marvina, George, and you know, she said they're not her friends, but whatever. It was one little part where Nick had came in there and basically was just wanted to let everybody know that they were together, whatever the case is. I don't know. So anyway, that was just whatever. But anyway, so and then after that, so Nancy started asking questions like, did they sleep in separate beds? You know, is there insurance policies? Blah blah blah. But she said she doesn't do that anymore, or whatever the case is. So she cut the conversation short. All right. So the guy she is seeing. Oh, so sorry. So Nancy went to Ryan's. Oh, okay. So Nancy ended up at Ryan's house, Ryan Hudson's house, Tiffany Hudson's husband. Okay. To find some clues. Okay. Remember, she said that she doesn't do that anymore, but she was curious, so she was like, "Let me just go," whatever the case. So she just ended up there, and Nick just happened to be there because I guess he knew what she was doing. The way it was. This is not, to me, it's not predictable. Maybe I missed a part, but the way it seemed like that Nick was like, he knew she was there, you know, like she knew, like they came together and he was staking out to see if anybody coming or whatever like that, but she didn't even know he was there. She just went on her own, and he knew that she was gonna go there, I believe, so he, you know, waited for her. So this is not really predictable, if you will. Not really. Okay. All right. So Nancy's stuck in the house, in the garage, and she's in the house, so she thinking to herself and listening and stuff like that. So she's looking for like little compartments and stuff like that. So the silent alarm went off, okay, as she was looking for stuff, okay. And so then Nick had went inside and was like, and then she was like, oh, so they're trying to figure out where to go. So he said, let's go through the back. And her hat got caught on a tree branch, and that was the end of that. And she was trying to get it, and he said no, whatever the case is. That was wrong, so whatever. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, so she found a secret compartment, and she found some stuff in there, whatever the case is. So whatever that was, I don't know. All right, so the cops are yeah, it was a silent alarm and stuff like that. Okay. All right, so we finished that. Okay. So she left her hat. Oh, okay, we got there. Okay, so okay, so then they had a conversation. Nancy was saying that she didn't want to be in a serious relationship with Nick, because Nick was saying, you know, whenever you have time, you know, let's just talk about your mom's death and stuff like that. Listen to this, okay? This is going to be very important when it's time for the next episode, okay? Because it's starting to click together right now that I'm thinking about it, okay? Because of what happened towards the end, whatever the case is. So Nick was saying, if you want to talk about your mom, you know, I'm here, whatever the case is. Nancy doesn't want to talk about her mom or whatever the case is, the death and stuff like that. You know, Nick was basically, you know, trying to console her and stuff like that. And so, you know, Nancy was like, nah, I don't want to do this, whatever the case is. So she got out the car, and then he got mad or whatever and drove off. So, oh, okay. So the address, they found the address. It was 72 Gallows Lane. So Nancy said, just follow my lead. Okay. So they went to like a psychic or a medium. And they asked Tiffany questions. Nancy, Marina, and George. It was Nancy, Marina, and George that went. Okay. So they said, find the dress. That's what the lady said. Okay, find the dress. And she said she wasn't supposed to say that. And she said it wasn't Tiffany Hudson. She said it was the ghost Lucy, not Tiffany Hudson. So the father says that so the other scene is when the father and Karen. So Karen is the detective that was there earlier. I forgot to mention that. She was there earlier. So they're supposedly seeing each other. Okay, so Nancy comes in on them like talking and stuff like that. So she sees like what's going on here. She sees like it's a little, you know, touchy-feely or some type of deals going on there. And so then Nancy was like, Karen said, wait, as a friend, Nancy said, oh, so Cameron, Cameron was saying, they were saying like it's just a friend or like that, and Nancy was like, oh, it don't look like that. She was upset because she was like, so you're grieving, or so you doing this and you're doing this, and you're supposed to be devastated and stuff like that. So Nancy was upset because it's like, your wife passed away, my mom passed, and you over here like, trying to get with somebody else, or in a relationship, whatever like that. So Nancy went to Nick to talk all about it. And said her dad was dating Karen and stuff like that, and was saying how that Nick was, she said that this is her life, and the only thing that's making it better is Nick. Okay, this is what she says. Okay, this is what she says. Okay. I don't know, Nancy. Okay, because the father. Yeah, I'm skipping ahead. Okay. All right. So Nick says she has so many questions. She really likes Nick, whatever like that. So they started kissing or whatever, and they, sexual relations out here. Okay. All right. So he said, I saw who just dipped off, and he said, oh, the father was like, I saw who just dipped off, and he said, stay away from that guy. Stay away from that kid. All right. That's what the dad said about Nick or whatever. So Nancy said father was Nick's lawyer, and Nick was like, well, I mean, not Nick. No, Nancy said, were you Nick's lawyer? Because Nick was in trouble at one point. And then Nancy's father said, I wouldn't discuss if I was. And Nancy was like, in her head, he was her lawyer. I mean, he was his lawyer. Okay. So this is what she said in her head. So Nancy pulled up Nick's file. Okay. She went to go in her father's file or whatever. And she saw that it said manslaughter, and that he was basically a suspect for Tiffany Hudson, I believe. And so Nancy is now like, oh, Nick has a motive for killing Tiffany. Okay. So as this is going on, I believe you see Nick looking in some type of compartment at the repair shop, and it's like a box or something. So it's like, my dude, Nick, what are you doing? Like what's going on here? So it seems like everybody's connecting, and as it's going on, Marvina, okay, has Tiffany Hudson's ring. What are y'all doing here? Make it make sense. So Marvina, these are the guys that they work at the Claw. They work together, okay? Then, okay, we got George, whom is the waitress, the manager of the Claw, okay, is at Ryan Hudson's house, whom is Tiffany Hudson's husband. Tiffany, the one that passed. George, what are you doing there? And then George is like, oh, we're not in high school. I'm not in high school anymore. I'm older. Tiffany Hudson died. No, I don't think it was even 24 hours. And you're over there at Ryan's house, and then Ryan just lets her in, and guess who's taking pictures? Ace was Ace sent the picture to the cop, and the cop gonna say, stay on it. What is going on here? Then the lights go out. So after all this going on, everybody, because they're trying to show you they're trying to make you connect the dots here. I'm still a little lost, but please, okay, all right, if y'all follow along here, I hope y'all need to watch this, okay? Watch out for next week, okay? So now Nancy, okay, the lights went out. So Nancy thinking in her head was like, last time the lights went out wasn't good or whatever. So the attic stairs drop, okay? I'm getting scared as I'm talking about this, like seriously, okay? Because it's nighttime, okay? Okay? I need to hurry up and do my other review. But anyway, so the steps come down, okay? And then she goes up there, and she's peeling back the wallpaper. You got the little kids singing in the background. Ba, 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 ba. So Lucy Sable is the ghost, okay? All right, so the ghost, apparently the little girl, somebody must have did something to her, pushed her off the cliff or something. They showed a girl standing on the cliff. She got blood on her dress. She got like a tutu dress on, whatever the case is. And they showing somebody like doing stuff, whatever the case is, okay? All right. So I forgot what that long thing said. I didn't write it down, okay? I'm not going to write that down, okay? That's creepy, okay? Ain't nobody writing that down. But anyway, okay, I'm getting scared, y'all, for real. Like, somebody help me out. Like, Don't come get me. Okay. So anyway, so then she look up in the trunk. Okay. Okay. I'm getting scared. Don't look. Okay. So then she opened the trunk. Oh my God. It was the dress that she was seeing. It was a dress that was in there with the blood in there. So as she's seeing the dress, Nancy is thinking. See, Nancy is always thinking. You're always going to hear her thinking, like talking in her head, okay? So as she was in, she found Lucille's sable dress in the trunk of her, in the attic. In the background was Lucy Sable, like her head was down. Like, you know what I'm saying, with all the hair on her face or whatever the case. Yo, I'm scared. No, I'm seriously scared. Don't laugh. Don't come for me, y'all. Like, I'm seriously scared to talk about this. Like, Nancy. Y'all, I'm serious. I'm not playing, y'all. I'm not playing. So, oh gosh, Lord. I know it's fake, but y'all. But anyways, so okay. So okay. All right. So and it ends like that, and it went to the news. Channel 11 news, y'all. I can't. Yeah. Bruh. Yo. So basically the review is it's a little scary to me. Some people might find it like a little cheesy or whatever the case is, but I think it's a little scary. If you have been a Nancy Drew fan, like reading the books from back in the day, I believe you will enjoy it. I think it started off pretty good. It got right into it. You know, it wasn't like a, you know, and it's not really as predictable, what I mean, because like with the part with Nick coming to the scene where Nancy was, and the way they made it, they kind of made it like they did come together, but they didn't. They came separately, and Nancy didn't know he was there, and it has you wondering, why, Nick, why did you really come there? Okay, why did you don't want Nancy to find something? You know? And Nancy asked about, like, and Nancy did ask, like, you know, what are you doing? He was like, you know, I knew he was going to do something crazy. I don't know, Nick, okay? I don't think so, okay? So, I don't know, yeah. So, right now, I'm looking at Nick sideways, like, and Nancy is too. She like, you know, girl, you should have stayed with your instincts. Like, I don't want to have a relationship, but you caved in because you wanted to get some. See, that's the problem. Yeah, he probably got the good, and you caved in. So let me stop y'all. But I mean, yeah. She just caved in and was like, you know, because, okay. But anyway, but now she's looking at them sideways, okay? She's looking at Nick sideways. Marvina, you got the ring? What? How you get the ring? Ace, what you doing? Working with the cops. Okay, working with the cops. George, the girl that's at Ryan's house. Sit your fast tail down. That girl, that lady Tiffany Hudson ain't even been dead that long. Like, did they have the funeral yet? Like, she probably still at the morgue. They probably still doing some type of deals, trying to figure out what happened. Autopsies out here. And you over here going to his house? So I ain't in high school no more. Sis, sit your fast tail down. Are you serious right now? Oh my, that's trifling, okay? Woman ain't even hot in the grave. You over there, bring your hot tail over there to Ryan's house. That guy probably like 20 years older than you. She don't care. She just like, we ain't in high school no more, Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan, we can have a rendezvous. I'm not in high school no more. Yeah, Ace, take that picture. Okay. So everybody has some type of motive, okay? And I don't even know what box that Nick was looking at. And that the creepiest part was when she went up to the attic. I was about to cut it off. Okay? I was about to turn it off, but I'm like, dang, I want to do a review on this. It's scary, okay? So we shall see, y'all. So yeah, so that's just basically. So basically, When Nancy Drew, I believe that it's going to be a good series. It's very interesting. It does keep you on your toes. I really want to know, excuse me, does, because the way it sounds like, when Nancy Drew opened the trunk, it sounded like that, when she was talking, thinking that, thinking the thoughts through in her head, she was saying, wow, it's kind of crazy how, she didn't say this per se, I'm paraphrasing. She was like, it's kind of crazy how, the people that's so close to you have, the most secrets or something to that sort. And so I thought about her mom. So it's like, and then things are intertwining. Nick was looking at something in some compartment. Marvina had the ring. George went to go see Ryan. Ace is taking pictures and working with the cops. And it's like, what is going on? And Nancy Drew's father doesn't want to tell Nancy about, Nick, but she had to snoop around. So it's like, it's crazy. So this is really getting tricky, and this is only the first episode. So I'm really looking forward to the next episode, which will be next week on a Wednesday. So hopefully I could keep up with this, and hopefully you guys will watch this. It does come on Wednesdays. It comes on at 9 o'clock on the CW, and channel 11 on in New Jersey or East Coast or whatever. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It comes on after Riverdale. And so it's pretty decent so far. It's not too predictable, but it's something that will kind of keep you on your toes. To me, it's scary. Some people might think is that it's like Charmaine, that's not scary. It's scary to me. Okay, like there's some things like, when she opened that trunk and she was peeling the wallpaper back. It's just like, bruh, like, and they went to that second medium and they kicked them out. Like what? Like, I want to know more about the Lucy Sable. Like, why is it so sacred? Like, what is everybody hiding? Everybody is connected some way, somehow. Like, how? Like, what is going on? Everybody is hiding something or have some type of motive or whatever. Like, what did Tiffany Hudson know? What does Ryan Hudson know? And Tiffany Hudson is dead, so maybe she knew something, and I don't know. And Lucy Sable, the ghost, I really don't know what happened. Like, I don't know if she got pushed off the cliff or... So maybe hopefully in the next episode they will show like more in depth about what exactly happened to the little girl, and things of that sort. So yeah, so Nancy Drew is on the case. She trying to act like she not on the case, but she is. So I think it's pretty cool that they made a book into, a book from back in the day, a book series of Nancy Drew into a series. Like, it took them this long to do that. Nancy Drew been out for a minute, okay? To those of you that read books, okay? I was basically kind of like a Nancy Drew fan. I like the mysteries and suspense and stuff like that. I had a really good imagination, so... I still do. Like, I'm very descriptive. Like, when I'm reading stuff, I could really like visualize it, and it's just like, it's scary. That's why I can't read scary books, because I imagine it. You see what I'm saying? I really like get in deep, like the characters and everything. Like, I'm very descriptive and imaginative like that. So that's basically how I hate about that. But so these cobwebs get on my nerves, y'all. I gotta fix it to where it don't bother my head. And now I'm be in the camera all stiff. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'll be all stiff, like, I'll move her all the way around because I don't want it to fall. But yeah, so anyway, I digress. So check it out. It's Nancy Drew. It comes on at 9 o'clock on Wednesdays, Eastern Standard Time. It's pretty decent so far. It definitely keeps you on your toes. It definitely, there's a suspense there, and I really do appreciate them for bringing this out, and it's something for me to review, But if you guys are into mysteries or into suspense or some type of scary thing, and plus is, around, I know Halloween, we not all into it. I did the makeup, but definitely, you know, check it out, you know, if you're into stuff like that or whatever the case is. Like I said, y'all might think it's cheesy and corny or whatever the case is. Oh well, you know what I'm saying? So I reviewed it. So that's basically about that. I will be watching the second episode because I want to see what happened, like what's going on with this Lucy Sable and Tiffany Hudson, and it's very like so eerie. Okay, so let me get out of here. I'm tired. It is late and I don't want to be scared no more. So that is it, and that is my recap. And I don't know how long the season is for, but let's hope we get a lot of answers in this season about what's going on. And yeah, and let me know if you guys have heard of it. Will you be watching it? Will you binge watch it after? Or you just don't particularly care for it? You know what I mean? So yeah, so let me get out of here. So if you guys have any questions, comments, for that, comments, more, watching. Peace, bye.